G'day and welcome to the tutorial for the Australian Curriculum version 9 chatbot. This is one that caters for also our other curriculum chatbots and their functionality and their purpose. These bots are designed for the experienced AI user in their prompt engineering, but also designed to build resources aligned with the curriculum in more of a free form. Its only restrictions applied is to stay in line with the educational fields and parameters that we've set. Other AI sources such as ChatGPT are loosely resourced, and we've trained these to stay in line with our curriculum and accept the teaching and learning evidence-based practices within Australia. This is a conversation led by the user and is recommended to be blunt, specific, and also detailed in what you're actually wanting to be displayed. The more vague and open you are with your prompts, it gives creative license to the AI, although that can be helpful sometimes in your creativity. If you're after some really targeted output, it will require some targeted prompting. Another tip for this freeform AI chat is to be specific in how you want your output to be displayed. Do you want it in a table with 3 columns? Do you want the content descriptors as the rubric criteria, or even build a table to show the difference between such and such? The chat is also text-based. This is creating some limitations where some people have been asking for graphics or website links or this sort of trained offline GPT powered chatbot like we have. So if you're aware of the limits that ChatGPT have, you'll be aware that that also applies here. Refinement though is the key. So if the output is off from where you want it, simply ask for it to be displayed again, and you'll be able to recommend your edits over and over again to the AI, and it'll apply those for you. So enough talking, a couple of examples here. If I have a very basic prompt about can I have a grade 7 science experiment for rocks, and it gives us a little bit of info at the top and it'll give us one. Now this is giving creative license to the AI to be able to build that out for me, and it'll build out in line of what we've got. Quite very generic, and it is lacking a lot of depth in how you're going to target those students that you want in your context. So a little bit more of a prompt engineered prompt for this AI chat. I know that I still want that grade 7 science experiment, but this time to incorporate the power of how we've trained this, I want to incorporate the general capabilities. The experiment is to classify a different category of rock samples, so I know I've given a specific purpose to what my experiment wants to be, but I also want a worksheet, I want an observation table and some reflection questions, then display prompting starters to their scientific review of the experiment, and I want that displayed as a bulleted list. Lastly, show me the matching content descriptors of the body of work for the grade 7 science. So we'll see how this one travels. Without going into depth of how that is created, there's other things that you'll be able to do after this. If you need a list to be able to give you a lab tech to be able to go and order the chemicals or the rocks and so forth. As you can see, we're coming through now. We have an observation table, we have our prompting starters and our content descriptors that we're matching. So helping us to stay within line, and you can see here. Lastly, simple things as in a rubric. I could just say rubric, and that would be quite generic, but if you're looking for a specific rubric or you want to just have this as a formative assessment, and what criteria would you like to be, as in can I have a rubric just for the observation table. The AI, if I wanted to change this, because this is changing the observable characteristics just to focus on the observation table. So if I don't like it, go back and refine it, or if I need more information around, just for example, this one here, if I don't like how my lesson plan procedure is, I could have asked for a different structure and it'll redo the entire lesson plan. Prompt engineering isn't easy. It's around building up those skills, just as any new skills that we build up, except the difference within building your AI skill in prompt engineering will only go a longer way to be able to save you time in the future. We are not limiting your ability to be able to teach. This is giving you more breadth of creativity and ideas and getting them faster to be able to deliver targeted specific content to your students. Best of luck.